Director of Public Prosecutions Noordin Haji will appeal the decision to reject a criminal prosecution for Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu. The DPP says the Constitutional Court failed to address the real issue of whether the Deputy Chief Justice should be criminally tried and instead focused on technicalities, which he says can also be explained, especially as regards the collection of evidence against Justice Mwilu. NTV's Charity Mwangi with the DPP and the DCI's reactions to Mwilu's escape.
Their faces bore it all. Utter disappointment with the derailment of their case on account of a technicality that they say was not even an issue in contention in the first place. The court earlier today ruled that the case against the Deputy Chief Justice be dropped as the DCI failed to appropriately conduct investigations into the matter.
We expected this and we were prepared. We have our documents for appeal. We were ready. But the registry was closed. So next week, we'll be moving on that, and we'll also be moving to JSC.
The DCI's competence was questioned, sparking the director's anger.
How could we be expecting conviction, surely, if we obtained evidence illegally? What were we to present in the court in the first place? Could we have labored all this much, invested all this much, knowing very well we didn't have a case in the first place? Who was to testify on falsely acquired evidence?
They maintained that they had all the necessary documents and had anticipated that the issue would be brought up in trial.
We do have the warrants. If it was a question that we were supposed to address and it was prayed in those applications, then we would have placed it before the courts. But it was not, and we were not given that opportunity. But we do have them, and if we followed the due process.
They are suspicious of the court that seemed to have ignored the issue before them and instead pursued what they called a non-issue.
People out there are crying for justice. They are praying for us. Those are the people we are working for. I'm crying and doing work for those who are praying for us, not for those who are paying on doing some other things.
No retreat, no surrender, but rather an opportunity to regroup and make a second pursuit.
We, as DPP, will be filing a complaint to the JSC on her conduct and at the same time appealing on this ruling that was issued today.
This is the beginning of the journey, and what I can assure is we shall complete this journey. We are expecting more and even worse than what actually we have witnessed today.
The response presenting yet another landmark in the rapidly declining relationship between investigators and prosecutors on one hand and the judiciary on the other. Charity Mwangi, NTV.